What if I told you the secret to a ridiculously huge vegetable harvest is probably already sitting in your kitchen pantry, not in some fancy, expensive bottle from the garden center? For years, we've been told we need complex chemical fertilizers to get great results. But that's just not true. Today, I am going to show you my secret, penny cheap, all natural remedy that will make your plants absolutely explode with growth. After you see how this works, you will never look at store-bought plant food the same way ever again. I promise. Let's talk about what most people do. They go to a big box store and buy a colorful bag of fertilizer. These synthetic products often contain high concentrations of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They can give you a quick burst of growth, for sure, but they often act like a steroid, not a healthy meal. Over time, these chemical salts can build up in your soil, harming the delicate ecosystem of beneficial microbes and fungi that your plants truly depend on. The big agricultural companies love this cycle. Your soil gets weaker, so you need to buy more of their products. It's a brilliant business model for them, but not so great for your garden or your wallet. It's time to break that cycle with something that builds your soil up instead of tearing it down. So what is this magical, cheap solution I keep talking about? It's not one single thing. It's a powerful trio of simple ingredients. Are you ready for it? We are going to use Epsom salt, blackstrap molasses, and a little bit of active dry yeast. I know it sounds more like we're baking a strange cake than feeding a garden, but trust me, the combination of these three items creates a biostimulant that works wonders. Each ingredient plays a specific and crucial role in fueling your plants from the roots up. This isn't just a random home remedy. This is targeted natural science at its best. It provides the essential building blocks for plant health and fuels the microscopic life in the soil that makes all the magic happen. The best part is that all three are incredibly cheap and easy to find at almost any grocery store. Let's start with the first ingredient, Epsom salt. Now, this isn't the same as table salt. Its chemical name is magnesium sulfate, and that magnesium is the key. Think of magnesium as the central atom in a chlorophyll molecule. Chlorophyll is what allows plants to perform photosynthesis, turning sunlight into energy. Without enough magnesium, your plant's leaves can turn yellow, a condition called chlorosis. The plant simply can't produce enough energy to grow strong and create fruit. By adding Epsom salt, you are giving your plants a direct, easily absorbable source of magnesium and sulfur. This fires up their internal engines, leading to lush, dark green leaves that are super efficient at creating energy. Many people think this is just a trick for tomatoes, but it's a game changer for peppers, eggplants, and cucumbers too. Next up in our power trio is blackstrap molasses. This is the secret weapon for feeding the life under the ground. You see, healthy soil is teeming with billions of beneficial bacteria and fungi. These microbes are essential. They break down organic matter and turn it into nutrients that your plants can actually use. Blackstrap molasses is the perfect food for this underground army. It's packed with simple sugars for quick energy, but it also contains vital micronutrients like calcium, iron, and potassium. When you add molasses to your soil, you cause a population explosion of these good microbes. They work harder and faster, unlocking nutrients that were previously unavailable to your plant's roots. You are not just feeding the plant anymore. You are building a living, thriving soil ecosystem that will support your garden for years to come. And now for our final and perhaps most surprising ingredient, active dry yeast, the same stuff you use to make bread rise. So how does this help a plant? Well, yeast is a type of fungus that, when activated in warm water, with a food source like molasses, multiplies rapidly. During this process, it produces a whole range of B vitamins and beneficial enzymes. These compounds are incredible root stimulants. They encourage your plants to develop a larger, more complex root system. And a bigger root system means the plant can absorb more water and more nutrients from the soil. The yeast also helps to break down organic matter even faster, enriching your soil. Think of it like a probiotic for your garden. It wakes up the soil, supercharges root growth, and makes your plants more efficient at feeding themselves. All right, it's time for the perfect recipe. You might want to write this down. It's incredibly simple. You will need a 1-gallon watering can. First, fill it with warm water. It's important that the water is warm, not hot, as this will help activate the yeast. And if you can, use rainwater or let your tap water sit out for a day to allow any chlorine to evaporate. Chlorine can harm the microbes we are trying to feed. To the 1 gallon of warm water, add 1 tablespoon of regular Epsom salt. Next, add 1 tablespoon of blackstrap molasses. Finally, add 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Now just stir everything together really well until the salt and molasses are completely dissolved. Let the mixture sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. This gives the yeast time to wake up and start working its magic. Now that our miracle brew is ready, let's talk about how to apply it for the best results. This is not a foliar spray that you put on the leaves. We want to get this solution directly to the roots where it can do the most good. We call this a root drench. The best time to apply it is right after you've given your plants a normal watering. This ensures the soil is already moist, which helps the solution soak in deeply instead of just running off the top. Simply pour the mixture slowly and evenly around the base of each plant. For a medium-sized plant like a tomato or pepper, use about 2 to 3 cups of the solution. You want to thoroughly soak the main root zone. You don't need to do this every day. A good schedule is to apply this root drench once every 2 weeks during the peak growing and fruiting season. So, which plants will get the biggest benefit from this amazing fertilizer? This formula is especially effective for what we call heavy feeders. These are the plants that produce large fruits and require a lot of energy and nutrients to do so. Think about your summer garden all-stars: tomatoes, peppers of all kinds, cucumbers, squash, zucchini, and eggplants. They will absolutely love this stuff. You'll also see amazing results with flowering plants like roses, as it promotes bigger, more vibrant blooms. However, a small word of caution. You should go a little easy when using it on root vegetables like carrots, beets, or potatoes. Because the formula is so good at promoting lush, leafy growth, it can sometimes encourage the plant to put more energy into its leaves than into the root you want to harvest. Finally, let's talk about the results you can realistically expect. Yes, you will get more vegetables. You will get bigger vegetables. But the benefits go way beyond just quantity. Because you are feeding the soil and giving the plant a balanced diet of micronutrients, the quality of your produce will improve dramatically. The flavor will be more intense. Your tomatoes will taste like real tomatoes, not watery imitations from the supermarket. The colors will be deeper and more vibrant. Furthermore, by building a healthy soil ecosystem and a strong plant, you are also boosting its natural defenses. Your plants will be more resilient and better able to fight off common pests and diseases. You're not just growing a bigger harvest, you're growing a healthier, stronger, and much more delicious one. So there you have it. The secret is out. You absolutely do not need to spend a fortune on complicated, synthetic chemicals to have a garden that produces an incredible amount of food. The real power is in using simple, natural, and cheap ingredients that work with nature, not against it. By combining Epsom salt for magnesium, molasses to feed the soil's microbes, and yeast to stimulate root growth, you create a powerful synergy that builds a healthier garden from the ground up. This is how our grandparents used to garden, with wisdom and respect for the soil. It's a method that works. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this helpful and you're excited to try it, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And make sure you subscribe for more gardening secrets that the big companies don't want you to know. Now for my question to you, what is your favorite all-natural gardening trick or homemade fertilizer? Please share it in the comments below. Let's learn from each other.